Eros Element, written by Cecilia Dominic. Narrated by Alicia Foreman. Chapter 1. Department of Archaeology, Huntington University, 8th of June, 1870. Perhaps it's time for you to settle down, miss. Iris McTavish wrenched her mind into the present and away from the fascinating story the file in her hand told her, of frustration with academic strictures and lack of collaboration. Not you too, Sophie. She shook her right hand, which one of her dear departed father's files had graced with a paper cut, and stuck her newly lacerated thumb in her mouth. I know it's not my place, miss, but without your father bringing home his salary, how are you going to keep up the household? Cook and I are worried. Iris rubbed her eyebrows before remembering the dust on her hands. Now she was sure she sported smudges to make her look like a stage actor or some sort of urchin. I'm working on that. A knock on the door forestalled the rest of the conversation. Thank goodness. Sophie opened the door to reveal a messenger boy. Cool, he said and took off his hat with an admiring look at Sophie. They didn't tell me Professor McTavish were a girl. Iris stood and drew the urchin's gaze to herself. Professor McTavish isn't... The words stung her throat with waspish ferocity, and all she could choke out was, available. She swallowed the sensation that tried to erupt through her chest and made her burst into tears like a schoolgirl with a broken heart. Yes, her heart was broken, but she couldn't afford silly displays of emotion. Oh, well, are you his secretary? And no one at the front desk? That's because it's summer. Iris's grief burst through as irritable words. Most of the faculty are off on trips, and the department secretary's mother is ill, so she's gone to care for her. Which worked out well for Iris. Otherwise, the secretary would have breathed down her neck while she cleaned out her father's office. She never had much use for me. So, who are you, miss? Meaning no disrespect, but I got this urgent message to deliver to Professor McTavish, and if I don't, I won't get paid and we won't eat. His voice cracked on the last word, and a tendril of tenderness curled in Iris's heart. The poor boy sounded as desperate and panicked as she felt. I'll take it, she said. How do I know you'll get it to him? My instructions were to give it to him or his assistant. Well, then you're in luck. I'm his assistant. Iris ignored the look Sophie shot at her and put on her gloves before she took the message from the boy. Here's a half.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?